So buying a home should feel empowering and not confusing. But headlines right now, mortgage rate volatility, and a lot of media noise is making it harder than ever to know if now is a good time to buy. My name is Eric Hamilton, and I'm a top 1% lender and what I call a data-driven mortgage advisor. This channel delivers real-world strategies to help you buy or refinance with total confidence. No hype, just facts that you can actually use. So today, I'm going to break down the 5 simple ways you can win in April of 2025 in a very confusing housing market, even with all the volatility, all the tariffs, and all the market fear that is present today. These are the same strategies that I use with clients daily, so you can make smarter, more confident decisions as you enter the market. If you're serious about building wealth and making smarter financial moves in the housing market, please hit subscribe and get more updates each and every week. Grab the free download in the description that I've put in there to help you win in today's market. Now let's dive in. So these are going to be the top 5 ways that I'm advising my clients to help them win in April of 2025. So right now, the market is crazy. We have tariffs, we have a lot of news-driven fear headlines, and rates are extremely volatile. News headlines each and every day, sometimes hour by hour, are louder than ever and are causing huge fluctuations in rates, even hour by hour, but more so day by day. But here's the truth that nobody's telling you. This could actually be one of the best opportunities you'll see all year if you know exactly what to focus on. The reason I say that is that if rates were 5.5% right now, the market would be crazy. We would have multiple offers and things would be crazy, okay? Today I'm going to break down the 5 simple ways you can actually win by using some of this craziness to your advantage. So number 1 is you got to focus on monthly payment. Rates are moving daily, but your real weapon is understanding your monthly payment. So one of the things I tell my buyers all the time is when you get your monthly statement every single month, your purchase price is not on there. The one thing that is on there is your monthly payment. So you want to focus on that as much as possible and fit that into your budget and what we call our comfort level. You don't live in an interest rate. You live based on your monthly payment. So it's very important that we focus on that up front. We focus your search on that. And then all the fluctuations in rates as we're updating your monthly payments before you see properties doesn't really take into account all the stress of focus on just the rate. Oh my God, rates are moving up, rates are moving down. What's going on? We're going to focus solely just on monthly payment. The monthly payment is going to help you better budget and avoid any surprises later after finding a property. The number 2 strategy that we're working with a lot of our buyers right now and during all this volatility is we're actually using market fear to help us negotiate better offers. So think about this. If you're concerned about it, so are the sellers, okay? Many buyers are taking a step back right now due to fear. They're worried about their job, they're worried about recessions, they're worried about the economy. So less competition may mean more negotiating power. Now in certain markets, we're not gonna have as much negotiation power as you would want, but in some, this volatility is going to kind of help us out from a negotiation standpoint. Now think about it this way. If rates were 5.5% right now, you would have 20 offers on a property versus 3 to 5. So we're gonna use all of the volatility, all the craziness to make sure your offer stands out. So you wanna stay in the game to win and hopefully get better price and terms. Now, I don't know if we'll be able to negotiate seller credits, but we do have some contracts that we're negotiating that have credits. We have offers that are getting accepted that have a house to sell, whereas in different markets, we've not been able to do that. And a lot of that is using the fear and everything that's going on to be present and to be engaged and to be able to take advantage of what other people are putting on pause. So it's really important to use market fear to negotiate. The number 3 strategy that we're really working on is do all the work up front. The more work that you do up front before shopping, the easier every decision becomes. So think about it this way. The more informed you are and the more work that you do up front, the less you're going to be surprised along the way. You know, full pre-approval is a given, Getting all your paperwork in up front is a given. But look at it this way. Not only is it going to help you feel more confident, but it's also going to have the seller have a level of certainty that all the work that you did up front is going to make you a stronger buyer and the ability to close quicker and the ability to provide a better experience to not only you, but all parties involved. Waiting to do this work leads to rushed decisions, concern over payments, and a lack of understanding of the process. The more work you do up front to alleviate that is going to allow you to make more informed decisions and not regret anything later, because you're going to know and understand the market. When I say do the work up front, we're also going through data. We're studying inventory. We're working with your realtor to go through and understand what are the best ways for us to win in a multiple offer. What are the best ways for us to prepare you up front? All those things make it easier when a new home comes on the market and you're making an offer at 9 o'clock at night. You're going to feel confident because of all this work that you did up front and not feel overwhelmed by having to rush. It's the biggest mistake most people make right now, and the easiest thing you can do to be more informed. So the number 4 strategy is to understand mortgage strategy. So what do we mean by that? It's not just about the lowest rate right now. It's not just about offering and being the highest price. Okay? When you're in multiple offers, it's not always just the highest price that wins an offer. Everybody is being aggressive. It's the right strategy and the right situation that you put yourself in. Mortgage strategy is always going to win over fear. Do you pay points? Do you ask for a buy down? Do you maybe put less money down and have a higher mortgage payment so you can put money into the property? Smart strategy also provides you flexibility and peace of mind. So let's talk about why mortgage strategy is so important, okay? When you use mortgage strategy, you create confidence, and that replaces confusion. When you know your numbers, when you know the plan, and you've discussed it up front, all that fear is no longer an option, and it fades away. Trust is built through education. So the more time we spend up front going through education, you're going to understand why you're making each move, and it's going to give you a level of control that most people don't have in the current market. We can't control interest rates. We can't control housing market. We can't control all these other things that are going on in the market. But what we can control is what we do up front, how we prepare you, and the education we provide to get you prepared. You know, mortgage strategy also provides you flexibility. You can win in any market. So good strategy plans for the level of uncertainty that we are seeing right now. It doesn't try to guess the future, and it makes sure you win whether rates go up or rates go down. True mortgage strategy is a way to go through and be prepared and be a buyer to be able to take advantage of the market and be able to look back and not regret anything. Good mortgage strategy doesn't always mean buying. Good mortgage strategy sometimes is it's okay to wait, but you're making the decision to wait based on factual information and not fear. Also, good mortgage strategy provides a level of clarity and speeds up your ability to make decisions during difficult markets. So think about it this way. When you're clear, you can make faster, stronger offers, and you're going to stand out to sellers because you are providing this level of certainty. So the number 5 strategy that we are working with a lot of buyers, and we always have conversations about, is tuning out all of the noise. So the media right now is one of the biggest deterrents to the housing market. They're creating a ton of fear. The media profits from panic and clickbait. So you have to stick to your plan. You need to understand your goals, and you need to understand your monthly payments and the details of your mortgage. Wealth is built by people who focus, not focused on people who are fearful, okay? There is going to be a ton of people who look back during this time and regret not purchasing because home prices continue to move higher. So grab my free download and stay focused during this immense amount of volatility. Make sure you hit subscribe, and we will provide more real-world strategies to help you as you move forward. And remember, the best time to win is when everyone else is scared.